Hello everyone, Magdalena here, Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Friday morning and I thought I would join in on the madness going on there on YouTube. The hashtag decks that make me happy that Tom Benjamin started. And yeah, I hope you don't hear my neighbors doing really noisy stuff. Anyway, yeah, decks that make me happy. I'll start with this one. If you know my channel, you would have seen me raving on and on about this, but this is true. This deck, Tarot de Marsella Robledo by Pablo Robledo, it just does make me happy. The colors, the faces, the lines, everything, the size of this deck, the card stock, it's just awesome, So this is the first one, and now another deck that you've seen recently is the Jaśniak Tarot. I've just made a full flip through of this deck, so you can check it out if you're curious. It's my very first deck ever, and recently I'm doing reading with it every day, and it just gives me warm fuzzy feelings. You know, I've owned this deck for like 20 years now, and I'm not gonna lie, it spent a lot of time just on a shelf collecting dust. But yeah, but recently this deck really makes me happy. And I edged it in gold. You see it? Yeah. And then this deck, oh my goodness, this just makes me so happy. And some people might think this is Botanical Inspirations by Len Araujo, and you might think it's just a fluffy little oracle, but for me it's definitely not. First of all, it's just gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous. And second of all, it just gives me really good readings. Well, I never, almost never use it alone. I use it together with a tarot deck, for example, or another oracle. Sometimes I would draw a single card to a question, but usually I combine it with others. Recently I did some shadow work spread with including this deck, so it can be done. Believe me, it doesn't have to always be a really dark deck. This gives me often this gives me answers, so I think that's what's important. Plus it's beautiful, and also the card stock is just wonderful. I don't know why so many of them are upside down. I don't read reversals. What I've been doing with it. So yeah, by the way, the box is also great. See the ribbon? It's beautiful. Yeah, it just makes me happy. There are many decks that won't appear here only because first of all, I don't want the video to be too long, but the second reason is that there are some decks that I really love and love reading with them, but they don't make me necessarily like happy. They make me more like reflect and go deep and stuff like that. But today I'm just showing decks that make me feel those happy vibes. And come on, you guys, this is really, look at that. How can this not make you happy? This is so ridiculously cute. This is Whispers of Lord Ganesha Oracle, and yeah, it is just so Yeah, it just makes me happy. It just makes me feel uplifted. Yeah, it's great. It's great. However, I would prefer the cardstock to be less sticky because I hate sticky cardstock. Next up, what do I want to show you? Oh yeah, this deck. This is a deck, Moon Crystal Tarot, majors only, but the maker is in the process of creating also the minors. It's a Sailor Moon inspired deck, and I bought it basically because of that. Because I love Sailor Moon. Because I grew up loving Sailor Moon. And that's it. That is just it. This deck, I sometimes read it. I sometimes read with it when I need canceled from majors only, like what type of energy is in my life now, what should I focus on, and then I just pull from this deck. The backs are just amazing. There's the silver crystal and the planets around. Yeah. So I love it. And it just makes me happy. Yeah. That's basically the feeling. And also the box. Can you see the glitter? Awesome. And then there is the Oracle of Mystical Moments. It's just so ridiculously gorgeous. It just makes me fuzzy and happy all over. I just love looking at those cards. Yeah, this is a bit creepy, but most of the time it's just so wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah, and the cardstock is great too on this one. This is yeah, one of my favorite cardstocks. It's also this one and Pablo Robledo. And lastly, I wanted to share this deck. This is Golden Tarot by Mary Packard. This is a restoration of the Visconti deck. It's huge, but it is a restoration, so all the colors are bright, all the pictures are clear, and the cardstock is great for such a big deck. It's, yeah, they picked a good cardstock, I think. And it just makes me feel like I'm a lady in 15th century, like spreading these cards on the table. And you know, I just don't have the dress to match the aura, but yeah, it just makes me happy. I'm waiting for the in February, Los Scarabeo will be releasing their restoration of the Carriel. No, sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, it's the same. It's the Modrone Tarot. So I'm waiting for that too, because it will be gorgeous as well. You know, they recreated missing cards. They made all kinds of fancy things, and it was on Kickstarter, and I backed it. I don't often. This was my second Kickstarter. This one was my first, and the Modrone is my second. Look at him. He's such a cutie. Oh, yeah. It just makes me happy. So yeah, this is it. These are the decks that I have selected. I'm sure there would be more because, yeah, I love cards. But to make it not too long, this is it. I hope you've enjoyed and have a lovely day. Bye.